Good morning, my friends. I'm Clover, and this is Genuinely Approachable Sudoku, and today we are solving Sincerest Form by Philip Newman, evil alter ego of Philip Newman. And this is a classic Sudoku, which means that all we are dealing with today is standard Sudoku rules. We're placing the digits 1 through 9 once each in each row, each column, and each outline 3x3 region. And I found this puzzle to be remarkably elegant. I think this is really beautifully made, and I'm going to try to point out why I think that as I go through it. Starting with, we're going to kind of do a clockwise rotation around the grid, looking at the edge regions. So we have a 1, 7, and 5 in this region, and that means that 1, 7, and 5 in row 3 can't appear in these cells. And they also can't appear in these cells. So 1, 7, and 5 have to go out here in order to go somewhere in row 3, because they have to appear in that row. Now the 1 can't go there, so the 1 must go on the end. The 7 already appears in column 1, so that's the 5, and then that's the 7. And then we're going to repeat this operation here. These cells can't be 4, 6, or 9, so we need to place them in these 3 digits to put them into column 7. But 4 can't go in these 2 cells here, so it's got to go here. And 9 is already in row 2, so that'll be a 6 and then a 9. 2, 5, and 7 need to go in these cells, so that's going to be my 2, and then I'm going to have a 5, 7 pair here. And 1, 3, and 7 need to go in these cells. I can't have a 3 in these cells, so that'll be a 3, and that will be 1 and 7. Now I'm going to look at where these 3 digits each go in the empty 3 cells in each of these edge regions, so kind of the inverse of what I've already been doing. So now I need to place a 2, 3, and 6 into these 3 empty cells in this area. I have a 3 here already, so the 3 will go right there. And then I need to place a 2 and a 6 up there. 2 can't go on the right, so 2 goes on the left, and then that's a 6. I need to place a 2, 3, and 8 into the empty cells here, because I have 2, 3, and 8 there, so they can't go there. I have a 2 here, so that places a 2 there. 3 on the bottom already, so that's a 3 and an 8. Here I need a 4, 6, and 8 in these cells. I have a 4 on the bottom, so that's going to be a 4, 6, and 8 because of the 6 I already placed. And then I need a 4, 6, and 9 in these 3 empty cells. Just like that. That can't be a 6, that can't be a 9, and that can't be a 4. All right, now we're going to consider our sets of 3 completely empty cells in each of the corner regions. These need to contain 5, 7, and 8, and 5 can't go there, so that's a 5, 7, and 8, which resolves the 5, 7 pair. These need to be 1, 6, and 9. I have a 9 here already, so that's going to be my 9, 6, and 1. These need to be 5, 8, and 9, 9, 5, and 8, and in fact we'll take that 9 and we'll use it to resolve this. And then here we need a 2, a 4, and an 8, which will go into those spots. Now let's turn our attention to the middle region to finish off the solve. So what I noticed is that I have 6s in all 4 of these. So I'm going to be able to place 6 in the middle region. That's kind of what you want to look for if you find yourself in this situation, is do I have any digit that appears in all 4 of those edge regions? That's the easiest way to get a digit out of it. So that will place a 6 right there because that's the only position remaining in region 5 that can possibly take a 6. So let's look at the central column now that we're starting to fill that in, because we've got a 6 there. So these 3 have to be 1, 3, and 9, and that's not a 3 in the central column. These have got to be 4, 8, and 9, and that's not a 4 in the central column. And now what digits do we still need in the central column? The only one that we haven't placed or pencil marked anywhere is 2, and there's already a 2 in row 5, so 2 must go right there. And then that is going to be either 1, 8, or 9. Now I'm going to look across at where I just placed this 2. So I need a 1, 5, 4, and 7 in that row. I already have a 1, 4, and 7 here, so that's actually a naked 5. I can eliminate 1 and 7 from this cell because I have a 1 and 7 in the column, so that's a 4. That eliminates 4 there and places a 4 right there. And now here I have 1, 5, and 7 pencil marked in. And that's not a 1 because there's a 1 there, and that's not a 7. These guys have to be 2 and 8 to finish off this region. They'll go there and there. So that's not an 8, which places my 8 there, my 9 there. That makes this a 3. And then to finish this, I need a 5 and 8 in the column. And from that point, I should be able to resolve everything remaining using classic Sudoku. So I still need a 3 here and a 7. And that is how you solve Philip Moomin's Sincerest form. Hope you guys liked that one. The link to solve it yourself is in the description of this video, and I will see you again in 3 days.